Radical.
Welcome to Flea Market Stories, documenting one man's journey into the world of flea marketing. There's a title of this that I'll get into in a moment, but I briefly want to tell a story about Bob the DVD guy. I mean, this is not going to be like, the flea market story, because I want to talk about something else that I'm going to title this, but, Bob the DVD guy is a guy with a lot of DVDs. I made the mistake of buying one DVD from him for $1. It was Married with Children Season 1. Not that was a mistake for getting that DVD, because I love that DVD, right? But I told him I really wasn't, looking for DVDs in the moment. I got multiple big boxes full of DVDs, and I don't sell them a whole lot. So I told him basically, I'm not really looking to get any right now. Not even looking really to do any trades. But, maybe at some point in the future. I guess me saying maybe at some point in the future, he started to try to tell me he had some sealed VHS, which piqued my interest, but he didn't know which ones they were. Now, if he's got like a sealed Rocky or a sealed Terminator VHS, then yeah, I might be interested. Hell, I might get the lot of DVDs for a reasonable price if I can get those, because they're highly collectible, sealed VHS movies like that. I believe they are, right? Sealed games from that era are collectible, so I'm thinking sealed big time movies from that era would be also, right? So I took his number down. I'm not interested, but I said, hey, if anything ever changes, I'll give you a call, right? So he comes back around. I think he mumbles something else about something, but I was busy with another customer. Then he walks off. Then he comes back again, and he's like, I see you got an open spot here. I can drive around. I can back up and show you what I got. And I just nicely tell him no, I'm not interested, Bob. I'm not interested, Bob. So yeah, man, it's the time if you want to acquire DVDs for next to nothing. It really is. Most times I don't sell them versus games. I've had entire weekends I don't sell one single DVD. But I also have weekends where I sell Peter Pan for $5. You gotta admit, it's not bad. I sold Peter Pan for $5. That's a Disney movie, though. People will buy Disney movies, man. So I was like, okay. I sold a DVD movie that a lot of people feel that's worthless for $5, man. So, yeah, I just want to get that out of the way. But what I want to talk about mainly is, I want to pose this question to a lot of you that go to the flea markets or sold to flea markets. Number one, have you ever thrown a lot of your stuff away that you did not sell at the flea market? I forgot about this years back when I kind of started, how I acquired basically, there was a guy there that helped me acquire a ton of stuff on, I think it was 2 stretched out tables for $20-$30. I remember that was a very good day. It was a lot of random things, but it was $20-$30. And yeah, a lot of it was crap. A lot of it I still have today, but I made a good little bit of money off of that. But he said he had not enough room in his house. He drove off, and I could have that for a certain amount. Now I start to thinking, I forget which customer told me, but they said they've seen people before they leave, if they just want to sell everything and clear their table off for a certain amount. And if you have money and if you have room, that might be something that you could look into. But where that stuff goes, if it's not sold, is not back to their house, but it goes in the dump, right? Now, a lot of you might have dumpster dived before. A lot of you might have GameStop dumpster dived back in the day, or maybe still today, I'm not sure. But I'm just asking, is it very viable to consider something along those lines at the flea market? Well, hear me out now. I mean, there's other places like a GameStop where you might go, but you're probably not going to really find a lot of sellable stuff, maybe like displays, or I don't know. I know, I've never dumpster dived behind a GameStop, I'm not sure. But I'm thinking there's a whole lot of potential here. If you don't mind, ketchup or mustard or whatever the hell they're going to throw in there for video games. That's what interests me, is the video games, because sometimes you might have a situation where someone has some video games and people aren't really looking at a certain box, or maybe they're not displaying them properly, or, it could be a secluded area of the flea market, and they could have some valuable video games that they're just throwing away. I mean, probably won't find any like Silent Hills or anything like that. Those will probably sell. But how many times have you got a lot of video game bought a lot, and then there's a disc that's unmarked, or maybe it has a sports case, and then it's something more valuable on the inside, and they're just in different kind of cases? This person, I think it was a she, they said that there was about 20, 25 games that they saw, mostly sports. And I said, well, that's to be, expected. But she says some of them weren't sports, though. Now, could it be also where if a person has 90% sports games, maybe somebody walks by, takes a quick look, and doesn't even care to look up under the sports games? Or hell, a lot of people that sell video games at the flea market, they don't really know the value of them. So they don't even know how to properly promote them. So you have a situation where, honestly, I'm going to take a peek. I'm going to take a peek, guys. Maybe you might judge me a little bit differently. But I'm going to take a peek in that dumpster. And if it's a lot of video games and it's in a box or a box of media and I see like a lot of video games in there, well, shit, I don't know if there's any specific rules there at the flea market. I mean, I don't know. I don't think like they would be like a GameStop and be really mad about it. It's only in a case where I go by and I see like, it's probably going to be rare. Could you imagine like maybe seeing a box of NES games in the dump? I would be doing a great service to gaming in general and gaming communities all around the world if I was to like take a lot of original NES games out of there. Or maybe like people think the boxes are crap, so they throw the boxes away. I could find some NES boxes in the dump. So that's my question I'm going to pose to all of you. Have you ever dumpster dived before? Have you ever done it at the flea market? And do you think I might wind up actually finding a lot of great stuff in flea market dumps?